shit, I got off there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, not children of all ages, this is not a show for the youth of the nation.
No.
Welcome to the Sober Swole podcast. My name is Jake Howard.
And this guy sitting right here is Paul motherfucking Rowe.
It is Paul motherfucking Rowe.
Yes,
Before
sir.
we get started, we're going to get into some shit. Hang on, before I do this.
Let's do it.
No, before I do this, do you have any food to eat or water to drink? Do you need to clear your throat?
I do need to grab a glass of water, but guess what? I've learned from my mistakes and I know how to hit the mute button.
Fucking prove it.
Yeah. Oh, I will when it needs to be done. It will.
Well, here we go. My first shout out of the evening will be Royalty Nutrition. That's royaltynutrition.com. You can also find them on Instagram at Royalty Nutrition. And to help me along with this is Warhorse.
Hey, it's Warhorse. Do you want your workouts to look like this? Or do you want your workouts to slay? When Warhorse picks his pre-workout, he wants it to slay. If you want second place, go with somebody else. If you want to be a champion, go with Royalty Nutrition.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Royalty Nutrition. Go with a supplement company that doesn't automatically go to use the cheapest ingredient possible in their formulations. They also don't promise you any highfalutin results. This great high-quality products that help you along your path to your fitness goals. Use the discount code 37HAKE to save you 50% on your entire order. My next shout out of the evening will be to Gorilla Gains. That's Gorilla-Gains with a Z.com. You can find them on Instagram at GorillaGains15. They are an apparel company that you can wear comfortably in and out of the gym. And they also make great lifting equipment to help keep you safe while you train. I wear something from Gorilla Gains every day. That's no bullshit. I wear either a shirt, I wear my sweats, or when I'm out in the garage, I'm wearing some form of their sleeve or their straps or wrist straps to kind of keep my joints in line as I'm doing when I'm doing my training. Great products. I wouldn't be shilling for them for the last 2 years otherwise. Use the discount code JAKE15 to save you 50% on your entire order. My last shout out of the evening will be the FitOps Foundation. The FitOps Foundation is a not-for-profit organization that helps veterans rediscover their purpose after their active duty or reserve service to the country. And it is a fitness-based program where you will become a certified personal trainer, but not just certified, but a highly qualified personal trainer. And let's just say the fitness industry doesn't work out for you. It also helps teach you skills that help you cope with reintegrating yourself in the civilian life. Check them out at fitops.org. And if you're looking for a great non-for-profit to donate to, that's fitops.org/donate. Paul, do some talking.
Oh, you want to do talking? Okay, yeah, I'll do that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, first and foremost, I'm going to give a shout out to our brother, the man behind the scenes, Ryan Harvey. We could not be doing this without him. I don't even try to bullshit. Words can't even put it into description of the amount of gratitude that we have for this man. This man just got done working a long shift. Not only does he own his own business, but he also owns another business, which is what we're operating off of right now, which is Buy to Buy Studios. Buy to Buy Studios offers us this opportunity that allows me and Jake to do this podcast. And the engineering that he does is incredible. He went to school for it. He knows what he's doing. So anybody out there that's looking to start a podcast or want to do a YouTube channel or some type of gaming streaming, definitely hit up Ryan. He is the man to go to. It's at Buy to Buy Studios, BUYTOBYE Studios. Check him out. Not only does he do this, but he also has his own company, like I just got done describing earlier. He does a lot of moving. And when I say that, it's typically with households, you got a lot of shit and things need to get moved, things need to get hung, things need to get done. Brian knows how to do that. And not only does he know how to do that, he does it well. He shows up on time. There's no complaints. You can check out his track record. You can look at all of the reviews that has been done about him. He knows what he's doing. He does a great job at it, and we cannot be more thankful for what he does. Not only for what he does for me and Jake in the studio, but what he does for everybody out there in the moving community. Because, like I said, you want it done, he gets it done, and he gets it done right the first time. So if you're looking for any type of movie needs, check him out. Buy to buy. Brian Harvey. You can hit him up Instagram, Facebook. I believe his I don't know the term, but the other name is DJ Swirl. So if you want to check him out, please do. I'm glad you're laughing at this, man. I'm trying to do the best that I can to fucking boost you up, bro. All right.
It's like a Lil Wayne freestyle. It's just going and going and going.
Hey,
Thanks,
you know
brother. I
what? I
appreciate you.
felt it. I felt the need to just because, dude, like, I'm not lying, guys. Like, this guy just got done. What time did you get home, Ryan?
15 minutes before we started all this.
Okay, my point exactly. This man worked a full fucking day working out in Arizona, and people that live out here know that what the heat's about. So this man just got done doing a bunch of manual labor all day long, still to come home and make sure that we're set up and good to go. That's the type of man that Ryan is. That's what I'm trying to get at, guys, ladies, everybody who's listening. It's He's a man. What can I say? I love this man. He's my brother. And if you're looking for any type of movie needs, like I said before, if you're looking for any type of YouTube, gaming channels, anything like that, hit him up. He knows what he's doing. I love you, Ryan, very much. Next shout out I'm going to give out to is Advanced Physical Therapy. They're the reason why I'm up and walking, able to do my plumbing job. Because if it wasn't for them, I'd probably be hooked on drugs and wouldn't be able to be on this podcast because this podcast is Sober Swole Pod and I'd be all fucked up on drugs. But I decided not to go that route and go seek an alternative route. And Mandy, she is the physical therapist over at Advanced Physical Therapy, and I'm telling you, she knows what she's doing. The staff, everybody there, they're incredible. I see them once a week. I go in every Saturday morning, and they keep me in check. They make sure everything's working properly. I get the therapy that I need. I'm ensured that I don't need to go be turning any of those fucking drugs. It works. So I'm telling you guys, anybody in the Phoenix metropolitan area, it might be a drive for you, but check them out. They're located in Gilbert, Arizona, off of Higley and Pecos. Advanced Physical Therapy. Check them out. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. Next shout out, excuse me, I'm going to give out to is my brother, Kyle Summers. Kyle Summers is a man that is doing God's work. He is helping out so many people at it's called Purpose Healing Center. And Purpose Healing Center is located out in Scottsdale, Arizona. It's a rehab facility that my brother Kyle is a counselor at. And I promise you guys, if anybody's looking for help, there's so much help out there. And I know we're all going through a pandemic together, but I promise you guys, drug addiction is a pandemic, and it's a pandemic that's been going on for a long time, long before COVID-19. So the fact that this company keeps growing just goes to show that the more and more people are being helped. So if you guys are looking for any type of help, it doesn't matter what type of addiction it is. It can range from food to drugs, doesn't matter. If you're looking for help, I promise you the help is out there. PurposeHealingCenter.com out in Scottsdale, Arizona. Scottsdale, Arizona. Check them out. Kyle Summers, that's my brother. He's a counselor there. If you mention my name, let him know. And I promise you, it's worth the help. Me and Jake can contest that you can't do this on your own. So, last and foremost, I'm going to give out a shout out to my old hall, the Pigeon Coop. It was my men's meeting that I went to for a long time. It's on Sunday evenings at 6 p.m. It's called the 4D, which is the fourth dimension. I apologize, ladies, but it is a men's only meeting. But guys, I promise you, the sobriety I got out of that hall, let alone that meeting, is the reason why I'm still living today and the reason why I'm sitting here in front of you talking to you. Doesn't matter, dude. Like, the help is out there, man. You just got to reach out your hand and ask for the help. We all got to drop our egos. We all got to drop whatever it is that's going on inside of us and ask for the help. And I promise you, if you're looking for help, Tempe, Arizona, off of 60 and Rule, right in the same parking lot as AMF, bowling alley, and Denny's. Jesus. I promise you, this hall is incredible. I got a lot of great memories from this hall. And the brother who is now going to be hosting my wedding, he's going to be officiating it. Jeff is my old sponsor. That's where I met him. I'm at a loss for words because I had nothing but great admiration for the people that were in that hall. And so, guys, ladies, there are other meetings besides the 4D. Check them out, pigeoncoop.org. You can look at all the meeting lists and check it out. There's a meeting out there for everybody. So please get the help that you guys need. And I'm going to shut up now because I just realized I just got done rambling. You're on mute, bro.
Yep, he muted himself and forgot to come back.
I did. I did mute myself. I'm tired. Man.
I apologize. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to ramble on like that.
No.
I
That was.
I felt it.
You're okay.
Okay.
I'm curious to know what's got you on this proverbial high tonight.
Yeah.
I'm just.
You just seem to be in really good spirits.
Yeah. Yep.
Because I handled a situation today that a year ago I would probably be incarcerated.
Expound, please.
All right. So, like I stated last week, I've been having issues with my work. Now, to preface, my boss had told me he guaranteed me 40 hours a week. Guaranteed me after 30 days he would sit down and talk with me and we go over a review as far as pay goes. None of that shit's happened, right? Well, 2 weeks ago we had the holiday week and he ended up paying holiday pay, so I got a 40-hour week. Last week I only worked 28 hours. Friday he fucking texted me. I texted him, hey, what's the game plan? We got a couple jobs to do. Stay on standby. Cool. That was at 6:30. 8:30 I call him. No call or no answer. Text at 10:30. No answer. Call at 12. No answer. So I didn't work Friday. So, and I'll get back into what happened with that shit in a minute. So I'm already upset. You know, like, fuck you, dude. Like, you promised me all this shit. So I've been looking for other work, and Monday comes around, and so Sunday I get a call from my boss. Me and Des are on our way home from Pine Top, and it's 5:30, asking me what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm driving home. He's like, well, dude, I'm doing a fucking service repair right now, and I need it done. I'm like, sorry, dude. So Monday comes around, and he's like, yeah, I need you here at 6 o'clock in the morning. All right, cool. So I get there at 6:30. He needs this hole dug up because it's a sewer repair because the main was backing up, and so we found the cleanouts and just had to dig down. Well, the hole was 4 feet. I dug 90% of it. My coworker Joey arrived a little bit later in the morning. He dug a little bit, and then my boss came over and dug as well. Maybe for 5 minutes. So we do that job, and it gets done. So then I go help out my coworker Cody, who I'm very fond of because he's the only guy that allows me to actually work and shows me how to do shit. So I'm over with him doing a repipe yesterday at the house, and we got to talking. He's like, "Yeah, I overheard the conversation with Dan and Jake yesterday." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" It's like, "Yeah, Dan called asking what was going on with our job, and pretty much said that you didn't show up until 8 o'clock in the morning, and he had been working since 4:30 in the morning, and he also did a majority of the dig." I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Serious?" He said all that. He's like, "Yeah, dude, he was saying that." I'm like, "All right, cool." So today happened. So last night we get a text in the group. There's only 4 employees, including the boss. All right. So we're a small company. So the group text goes out saying, "Hey, you and Cody." So over off of Ryan, you might be more familiar with this than Jake, but off of Alma School and Warner, do you remember there's a Carl's Jr. over there, and across the street there's the Taco Bell?
Yep.
Okay, so that Carl's Jr. is now turned into what's called Pork on the Fork. That's where I'm working. It's a barbecue shop.
Gotcha.
So that's the site that I'm referring to right now. So we get a text last night saying, "Hey, this job's got to get done. You and Cody are there until the job's done. Get there tomorrow at 7 a.m." Cool. Now I know. Great. Because this fool has not been, I've been having to chase him to let me know when the fuck I'm working and where I'm working. So now I know. Cool. All right. Good to go. So we all show up, me, Cody, and Dan. Cody's my coworker. He was in the Air Force for 8 years as a plumber. Knows his shit. Dan is my boss. He's a piece of shit. And so we all were walking through the plans with the owners. And then Dan walks me and Cody through. You guys got it? Yeah. So Dan leaves. 30 minutes later, Cody gets a call saying, "Hey, I need you to go do a couple service calls up in Phoenix. Leave Paul there to dig." I'm like, "Yo, you got me fucked up. Well, I'm not your bitch anymore. No, not happening." So Cody tells me this. I'm like, "Fuck that, I'm going with you." He's like, "You sure?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's go. I want to learn how to plumb. I've been here 3 months. I was told I was going to learn how to plumb, and all I've been doing is fucking digging ditches. I have not plumbed anything. So, yeah, I'm going to fucking go with you." So I went with him. First call, couple drains. Supposedly weren't draining. It was completely fine. Good. Now, let me go back really quick. Cody's driving from Luke Air Force Base. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know where that's at, so Jake is in Santan. I'm in Mesa, and so is Ryan. Okay. From Cody to Jake is about an hour and 20 minutes. From Cody to me and Ryan is about 45, 50 minutes. So, going back, we get there in the morning, right? So he had drove from Luke Air Force Base down to Chandler. He then tells Cody, "Hey, you got to go do a couple jobs up in North Phoenix." Now, when I say North Phoenix, I'm talking Cave Creek. So, again, ladies and gentlemen who aren't familiar with the area, from from Chandler, it's 40 minutes to get to the location. That's the first location. There's 2 calls that my boss wanted him to go to. So, first call, It's fine. Second call we go to is a lady that wanted to have some irrigation fixed. We didn't want to do that because we don't do irrigation. And I guess Dan had called Cody, and in the midst of that conversation, he heard me talking in the background, asked why the fuck is Paul there, and then hung up on him. So then he came back over to me and the customer, and we finished up our conversation. We get back in the car. He's like, bro. I'm like, what? He's like, dude, Dan called me. He heard your voice. He's all pissed off right now. I'm like, fuck that fool, dude. I dare him to fucking call me. I'm not shitting you. 5 minutes later, this fool's calling me. So I pick up the phone. Hello? Yo, what's up? I got a question for you. Sure, shoot. Did you disobey my orders? I paused for a second. Okay, first of all, I'm not your kid. You don't give me orders. I'm your employee. And what are you referring to right now? Well, I told you that you need to fucking be there and fucking dig, and Cody was going to go and do the things and come right back. Yeah, well, guess what? I told you I'm done fucking digging by myself. I'm not your bitch. I was not hired on to be a bitch. I was hired on to be a fucking plumber. You have not taught me anything in the last 3 months. My expectation was, because you told me that we're going to be riding together and I was going to learn shit, and then you wanted me to be in my own truck. Well, that hasn't happened yet. So I'm going to let you know something right now. I've been holding off on telling you this, but I'm going to let you know. I feel disrespected, man. I really do. You always put me on jobs by myself, digging. You're not ever planning jobs accordingly, and like I went on. I'll shorten the story. Essentially, he went off on me, and I was so proud of myself because a year ago I would have flat fucked this fool up, and I didn't. I communicated. I was like, you know what? You don't need to be yelling and fucking screaming at me. I'm expressing to you my feelings right now. That's all. So if you want to fucking check yourself real quick, we can have a man-to-man conversation. And then as soon as I fucking said that, I'm not joking, his tone changed in a heartbeat. He fucking went from fucking this to, okay, well, so what are you wanting? I'm like, bro, dude, you're a little bitch. Like, fuck you. Like, so I'm already working when I shouldn't be working. So I'll show the fans and ladies because it's kind of healed up now. That slice goes down to my bone. Friday night, I was helping Des cut some fruit because she had a bartending job up in Pine Top on Saturday. And so I just got done sharpening a knife, was cutting through lemons, or I'm sorry, through limes, no problem. And then I went through 2 lemons, no problem. And on the third one, I was like, the first, I went to go for it and it stopped me. I was like, the fuck? So I placed my hand to where I was holding the lemon and I went to push and it just went right down to my finger, down to the bone. And immediately, like, blood squirted out. Des saw it. She grabbed my finger and put it above my head. And she's like, fuck. I'm like, yeah, dude, this shit. And then all of a sudden, the burning kicked in because all the acidic acid for the fucking limes and lemons I've been cutting was in the cut. And I started screaming like a little girl. I was like, oh my God, dude, it fucking hurts. And so she cleaned it all out. And she's like, you want to go to the hospital? I'm like, no, fuck that, dude. Just put some glue in it and I'll put some ice on it. We'll be fine. So we did that. And I'm sitting in my chair. She's sitting on the couch. And about 30 minutes goes by. We're just watching TV. Nothing, no issues, no problem. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I started getting nauseous. And I was like, babe, I don't feel good. She's like, what do you mean? Like I started like slurring my words, and I was like, I don't feel good. And so she stood me up, And as we started walking to the kitchen, I'm not kidding, from head to fucking toe, according to Dez, because all I was wearing is what I'm wearing right now, is just a pair of sweat shorts. And she said I was drenched in sweat. Like sweat, it was like a faucet had gotten turned on and all my pores had just dumped out fucking water. And I was walking towards the counter and then out. Next thing I know, I'm waking up to fucking paramedics above me, ask me all types of questions. I guess I shit myself. And they're like, yeah, yeah, fucking thank God Des was there because she had to catch me because the way I was falling, I was about to fucking, I would have broken my nose on the counter. So they didn't know what the fuck was going on with me. They said I needed stitches in my finger and that I should go to the hospital. And I opted out because I'm feeling fine. Because pretty much they chalked it up to dehydration, which I find that very hard to believe because I drink at least a gallon of water, if not 2 gallons of water a day. So I
How's your
I know
electrolytes?
you guys are gonna give me what's that?
How's your electrolytes?
The
Yeah, about
smile.
that.
Here comes the smile.
Yeah, that so about that though, I will say for last week, no, check this out. For last week, Des bought me some shit, their packets. And for last week, I've been, or not last week, for the last 4 days, I've been using those and I've been fine. She ended up taking me up to Pine Top with her for the bartending gig because she didn't want me home by myself. So I ended up helping her out. Dude, she made $482 for 6 hours, bro. Like it was, and then we went horseback riding on Sunday morning. It was awesome. We had a great weekend. But yeah, Friday night sucked. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna go to a hospital. I know if you guys want to give me shit, that's fine. I've had a lot of bad experiences in the hospital, and I already told Des the only time I'll ever go back to a hospital is if I'm fucking forced to and I'm dying because I refuse to believe in them.
I watched you pee in a jug in a hospital, man. So
I know you did. Yeah. So you know what, dude? I have God on my side, and if you know what, I think it was just I don't, who knows? Maybe it was just a fucking coagulation of the lime and the lemon coming in. Who knows, man? I'm
Did
just
you just
chalking
say
it up as just a freak
coagulation?
accident.
he did.
I did.
He did.
Oh my god.
I did. It's
Oh
just
man.
yeah, dude. It's it was a freak accident,
Is
and
that
it
in
is
the
what it is
is it in the
because
Bible? Do they use coagulation in the Bible?
No, coagulation is the
no,
term that's used for blood clotting.
I know
for
what
blood clotting,
coagulation is,
correct.
bro. I've watched Blade.
And
I know
no,
what
eh,
I've watched Blade.
I know more about blood than I'd like to.
uh, the fact that you came to that reference so quickly, though, is fucking hysterical.
First off,
I watched Blade.
first
Like,
off,
come on,
first
bro.
off, one of the greatest comic to movie transitions, especially pre like what CGI is now.
Hmm.
And Wesley Snipes was legit. The series got crazy at the end, but it was really good still. Um,
I fucking loved it, dude. Don't
that
get, I
Dude,
ain't hating on it. It was a great fucking series.
the blood shower scene is iconic. Like, and the music,
Mm-hmm.
dong, ticka, dong, 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 that's gonna live on forever. So, but no,
Oh,
yeah,
fuck yeah.
but yeah, they you know they were doctors, and so they talk about coagulation, and they talk about the reason why, it's not working for them is because it won't coagulate. So yeah, I remember that, bro. That's where I learned it. That's how street smarts works.
I fucking love it, dude. That's awesome. So, yeah, dude. So, in the midst of all of that, Des reached out to. So I don't know if you guys remember, but how I got introduced to Dan, my boss, was Shane, who is Dez's, excuse me, customer. We thought he was looking for somebody. Well, in turn, it was Dan that was looking for somebody. So Shane turned my number on to Dan, and that's how I got the job. Well, I ended up working with Shane for one job because Dan hired him on to help him out to do a big commercial job. Well, come to find out, 2 months later, he still hasn't been paid for that job. And this guy Shane owns his own company, but he does high-end plumbing. We're talking the bathroom remodels that he does ranges anywhere from 20 to 50 grand for a remodel for a fucking bathroom. So he does high-end shit and knows his shit. Well, Des called him, explained to him what was going on, and essentially he told her that right now I need to wait. I'm waiting until January because I want to be able to hire on a new guy to where he sits with me for 3 to 4 months, shadows me, and learns everything. That way he can get into the new truck that I'm purchasing in February. So after hearing all of that, Des was like, please think of us. And he was like, oh no, for sure, Paul's my number one choice. I remember working with him at CKZ. He looked like he was eager to learn. And I'm sorry he's going through all that shit, but just have him hang in and we'll take care of it. So it's it's in the works, but it just sucks to where I'm a hard-working man and I love to work. It's very rare that you hear someone that says that, but I do. I love working. I love having that need of purpose. And when that is taken from me, and then also lied to me as well that, oh, it's going to be there, it's very hard to keep that mentality up of, oh my God, I want to work. I want to do good for this guy. I want to, like, it sucks, dude, because I don't want to be in that position. But at the same time, I can't quit because I need the money. Des tonight was like, dude, make that motherfucker fire you. That way you can claim at least unemployment. Because it's like, but I don't want to do that, dude. Like, I just want to learn how to plumb. I already did a lot of research in the last fucking week. Found two schools, one 3,500, one for 5,500. EVIT is the one that's for 5,500. Phoenix is for 3,500. Phoenix though is a 12-week program. EVIT is a 6-month program, and essentially you become a journeyman out of the class. So I have to pay for some shit right now for my daughter's. God bless her. I just had to pay $610. Well, that was my half. Shannon had to pay the other $610 because Brianna is in dual enrollment for high school and college. It's like, God damn, dude. I hate having to fucking pay that because I really don't have the money, but at the same time, it's like, holy shit, dude. My little girl, like, seriously, like, look behind me. That's her fucking dollhouse, dude. And now all of a sudden she's taking high school, college courses? Trip, bro.
My daughter pissed on the floor and put her hands in it, and then came and grabbed my hand to show me where she peed. So same, same.
I just totally got a mental image of that, dude. Yes. Oh, I want to give her a high five.
No, she's Daddy, Daddy, man. I was like, okay, what's up? And then like her hands wet, and I was like, what the fuck? What are you getting to? And she walks me. from the couch over to the patio door. She goes, "Look, pee!" Like, you ass.
She said that?
Uh-huh. Look,
She said,
pee.
look, P?
Hmm. Hmm.
That's fucking awesome, dude. Oh, dude. Cherish it, bro. I'm telling you.
Oh, it's funny.
Just,
Like we have her. She has one of those little potties that she uses too. Then she gets so excited. She's like, "I did it!" I'm like, but then she's
yep.
like, I'm gonna go piss on the floor. Suck my ass."
Can you really expect any different? I mean, she is your kid. I mean, come on. Let's not get it
I
twisted.
I would never, as a grown adult, do that.
No. God, no. No. God, no. Jake, you're a human, decent human being, man. Like, it's just, I would never expect anything like that to come from you. That's why it's
I
such an awe that your daughter's doing this.
I know for a fact I ninja peed on the dance floor at Margarita Rocks at least twice. So
Are you fucking kidding me?
no.
Dude, how have I never heard this story?
It's not something I advertised, but oh yeah.
Like, did you full on whip it out?
Of course not. It's not exactly ninja if
So you
you're
pissed your pants?
no.
So how does that walk me through this? How does that happen?
Shorts. Free ball. Hold the shorts open.
Oh, well played, sir. God, I'm already seeing somebody fucking slipping in it while dancing and like wondering what the fuck they're slipping in.
That was
The worst thing I've ever done was throwing
12
up
years
under a
ago.
fucking
Oh
table
no.
and down. Dude, we were in downtown San Diego, me, Donovan, and Dez, and we were in Green Light District, and I was fucked up. And for whatever, God knows what reason, I thought it was a secret place if I just went. So it was a bar table, so it was like maybe chest high. I thought it would be a good idea and I could be hidden if I just puked under there. Well, that shit just went. And what did I do? Went running right out the fucking door. Fucking Donovan and Dez had to come chase me down and fucking grab me. And they're like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I don't want to get caught."
You'll have to ask Andy and Bryce about the ninja puke incident.
God, dude,
It's
I would love to. I don't have Bryce's number. I would love to reach out and talk with him, see how he's doing.
okay. Roll remind me because I'll forget. But I can send it to you. Just
Yes,
remind me.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Send me that information over. I would love to fucking hear from him, man.
I do need to talk to you after we're done though, because I have a question.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's not relevant to life. But anyway, so I apologize. I was you were in the middle of talking about Brianna and paying for half of her tuition, and how your boss is a dick.
Yeah, you just summed it all up, man. You did a great job.
I'm a pretty good listener.
So, what's going on with you guys, Ryan? How'd that late night delivery go?
It went pretty. It went. Check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, buddy.
Sound low.
Yeah.
There we go. It went pretty good. Helped the
What was it?
helped the young lady who had surgery recently and had to move from her house that I think I helped her move into about a year ago back into her parents'. Um, so she's had something come up and has to move back in to be taken care of, and so it was just kind of a somber situation because it's a nice house that she's leaving, and I don't know, I'm not gonna pry for the details of her her medical situation, but her mother was helping us, and it was just like a really heavy outdoor patio chair. Or I'm sorry, table, and there was like eight, I think 6 or 8 chairs, and then some other stuff like from her shed, and so it all fit in the trailer just fine, and took about 10 miles up in Phoenix, North Phoenix, and then found out that her mom is a teacher, and so I was telling her about Colleen and how she got back into teaching and is subbing and all that, and so she's like, she's like, they are the unsung heroes right now. They're like they have become essential workers because they never have enough teachers. And whether that's subs,
Nope,
whether
they
that's
don't.
whatever. So yeah, so she's very thankful that my wife is taking that on right now, and just talking to her about how my mom is in the healthcare field, and how she's not on the vaccine bandwagon and all of that, and so just how everybody's situation is a little bit different, but it's affecting everybody's being affected in one way or another. So yeah, so just talking about all that, and yeah, the move went pretty good. I got a nice tip out of it, and that is repeat business. So all good things.
I didn't know Colleen was getting into teaching.
Well,
He's only talked about that about every time we've got together.
good to know somebody's listening.
Are you
I told
done?
you. I told you I'm a good listener. I'm here.
But yeah, she has
I apologize, Ryan.
no,
I
no,
apologize.
it's all good. She has her formal education in K through 12 back at Indiana State, so she can. I don't know how far removed you can be before that goes away, if it does. But so yeah, she's she fits right back into the classroom. She's just getting. She said that the kids have definitely changed a lot, and the technology has changed a lot. So there are more challenges, and there are other things that help make the learning experience way more accelerated than what they were. But yeah, she enjoys being around kids, and since our girls are in school as well, it's an easy transition. And she has worked at the elementary school my daughter is at right now a couple of times, so she's been able to see her just functioning as a student, which she likes to be able to peek in on that as well. Yeah, so it's just adapting to the circumstance.
That's dope. I didn't know that's what she went to school for. That's
Yeah.
cool, man.
She's also doing Zumba at the Y, I think in Chandler, I think every Thursday.
Is she doing it or teaching
Like
it?
teaching
She,
class?
she's teaching class.
Nice. Good for her.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah,
So, yeah,
dude.
so she's just
Hell yeah.
she doesn't have to necessarily conform to cubicle office life at this point. So she's just trying to stay active and get back into working, but slowly working her way back in. She doesn't get paid much at all for the Zumba, but it's really just the experience and being able to
Oh yeah.
to figure out if that's something that she wants to do long term. So, but she's already getting both through teaching and Zumba and at the elementary school. She's already getting other teachers that come in and go like, "Are you free on this day? Can you do this?" Or blah 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 blah. So, like, help is wanted, and she's willing to be helpful. So, I don't think she'll have a tough time becoming in demand once she figures out exactly what it is she wants to do. So. All
That's
of those
awesome,
things.
dude. Glad to hear it. She would be a fantastic teacher.
It just sucks because we were laughing about how much when we were dating back in Terre Haute, how much she was sick when she was a teacher full time because she, those kids are just a petri dish, and so they just pass stuff back and forth. So yeah, man, she was sick
Right.
a lot, and in turn, I got sick more than normal. So they're definitely it's not all pros in the situation, but yeah, it's a decent change.
Hey, man, I have much respect for your wife, and if she's one of the people that is carving the minds of our youth, couldn't think of a better person.
Well, she's not really carving their minds at this point. That's a very unique adjective to use when talking about teaching kids.
Teachers,
because
teachers mold.
There it is.
Thank you. That's the word I was
They
looking
mold
for.
their minds.
Thank you. Molding.
Yeah, carving's like
Thank you.
digging in it.
Yes. I knew that wasn't the right adjective. I went with it. I was like, I
Hey
was
man,
hoping one of you guys would correct me.
you're feeling the spirit move tonight. That's all right. It's all good. Just letting it go.
I am. I
I've
am.
I've seen I've seen that Dexter is coming back. And so when you said
Yeah.
carve, that immediately made me think of that.
Dude, I saw that too.
And it's Halloween, so coming up soon. So yeah,
Hey, y'all better be at our Halloween party. Just a heads up.
sound like a fucking threat. G, what's up?
Oh, it's a threat, bro, because I fucking love you. And your ass
Goddamn,
better
dog.
fucking be there so I can give your ass a hug and a kiss, all right?
You are you
Don't
are.
disobey my order, bro.
Ugh.
I feel like you're projecting a little bit of your plumber energy into the conversation tonight.
Yeah, yeah. I know.
that, that,
I'm in a
that,
feisty mood, man. I
that,
apologize. I am.
that
I'm
plumber
just.
rage runs deep.
I've been doing my best at just trying to mellow myself out. Went for a swim today. When I got home from work, took care of the dogs, cleaned up the dog poop. One of the fans that was hanging outside decided to fall. I don't know at what point in time. So I cleaned up that mess, capped up the wires on that, and just been trying to keep myself busy, dude, because I am agitated as a motherfucker.
Well, hey, if you got time tomorrow, I have something that you can come look at.
Well, let's see. Tomorrow, if it goes as supposed to, I should be off pretty early. What do you got going on?
My water heater won't ignite. I don't know if it's broken or if it's just I'm dumb.
All right. Yeah,
I
you
followed
need
the
to figure.
I followed the instructions. You know, because I know how to read, and I know that playing
I
with
got
natural
you.
gas and sparks is not nice. So I was like,
No, no, you don't want to do that.
yeah. So I was just
Yeah,
step
I'll
by
get you
step.
taken care of tomorrow.
Thanks, boo.
Yeah, I got you, boo.
What you didn't feel good with the YouTube tutorial on lighting a
Well,
gas heater?
well, so like I was, like I literally just went step by step. I read them out loud, and I followed it as it went. And then, like, you know how there in the grate you can usually see where the tick tick goes, or you can see your
Yeah,
flame.
you see where the spark? Yep.
Nothing, nada. It was
No
rad.
spark at all?
Uh-uh. I think
That's
she might be dead, Jim.
that's how I feel about like simple electrician work, like with fans and even like light switches and plugs. Like I always have in the back of my mind because I've been shocked a couple times before, and that shit
Well,
does not feel good. So
ask Paul because he's come over to save my behind hanging out the kitchen chandelier. Like, I hate electricity. I hate it.
yeah,
I mean, it's not.
Bro, I
It's not.
got zapped by 220. I'm not like, dude. So you know how a cooktop is, right? You know what a cooktop is? It's a flat surface.
Hmm.
Okay. You know, typically in nice homes, they'll have the two drawers right below the cooktop. Those are your pots and pans drawers. Okay, well, if you pull those drawers out, you still have your center wood beam or your wood frame to allow the drawers to slide in. So I didn't have open space. So I literally had to go in between the space of what the drawer was. And I was in there, right? Took out the old cooktop. I had already shut off the breaker. There was an AC guy there and an electrician there. I told both of them, hey, I have this breaker shut off. This is what I'm doing. Cool. The AC guy accidentally flipped on the breaker because it was right next to the AC breaker. So when I went to go connect the new cooktop, well, since I was such an enclosed situation, I fucking bumped my head, knocked myself out, bit my tongue. My coworker, thank God, was right there, pulled me out, slapped me across the face a couple times, got me up. And for the next hour, my hands were like this. And I felt burning sensation across my body for like 2 hours. It
Bro,
fucking sucked
what are you
balls.
doing talking about coagulation and electrolytes? You've done so much damage to your body, bro. Like it's unreal.
Des literally just said tonight, she's like, Paul, I literally blame I blame your mother because I swear to God, the entire time I've known you, you have not gone a week without injuring yourself. And I was like, what the fuck's that supposed to mean? She's like, because your mom fucking babied your ass and always made you feel like you had an ailment and to where you're always in the fucking hospital. I was like,
Ooh,
oh shit. Mama, I gotta call you. What the fuck's going
hang
on?
on. Let me see.
But it's true, dude.
So,
I do hurt myself quite often.
so you had a little. So I had to make sure that I was going to say was right. So you had a touch of Munchausen syndrome by proxy.
By
Have you looked?
proxy. That
Have you
yeah.
looked at? Have you looked that up? What it means?
I know what Munchausen syndrome is. Yeah.
Okay. So Ryan, are you aware of what this is?
Please explain for our audience.
So Munchausen syndrome.
Syndrome.
Or no,
Munchausen
or no.
syndrome. Yeah, Munchausen syndrome by proxy is where the person that is taking care of you makes you believe that you are sick. There's always something wrong with you, and because they're your caregiver and they love you, you believe them.
There's
What was
a
the?
movie with Kathy Bates. I forget
Oh,
the title of it, but she feeds her kid poison in teaspoons so that she keeps her sick.
Well, there was a. It was based off of a true story. The kid is not a kid. She's a grown woman, and she's in prison now for murder because she finally snapped and killed her mom because she figured out what was going on. But she,
Yes, they made a
uh,
movie about that.
it was a series.
That's
Yeah,
what it was. It was a
yeah
series. Yep.
they made a mini series about it, and I watched that with Britt. What was that called?
Yeah. What? Because fuck, I can see the actress. It was Arquette's sister.
Yeah, yeah, that chick's out of her gourd
What?
in real life.
What the? Oh my God! It's David Arquette's sister.
Yeah, Patricia.
He's Patricia. Yeah, that's the main actress. So if you go on IMDb, look up Patricia, and you'll be able to find out what the miniseries was.
Yep, I'm on it.
I can see it in the look in your face right now. Got that look of
I'm working.
determination with the
I'm
glow of
working.
the screen in your face.
Where the fuck?
What the fuck was that called?
It was really good too. It was like
It was great.
uh,
Ryan, do you know what we're talking about? Did you watch this?
I did.
yeah. Cause I'm not a
Was
the
it
only Arquette.
HBO?
Maybe.
I think so.
I think it was HBO. I will say, Jake, red looks really good on you, bro.
The Act. It's
The
called The
Act.
Act.
That's what it was.
So what age does Munchausen syndrome systems centrals whatever what age does the adult, I guess I would say the adult, recognize this, or when do those people,
Like,
because it doesn't sound like something that should ruin their life for past their teenage years.
I mean, I don't really know. I mean, I can do some more deep dive in Googling, but it's usually starts when they are like young.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah, no, there's
So
Yeah.
definitely
yeah,
there's a dependency that is required in order to have that much control over somebody. Like you can't do that with someone who doesn't live in the house. Like,
right.
uh, but yeah, I'm curious to know at what's the vision, the dividing point between Munchausen syndrome and then just being lacking the willpower to have your own thought process. Like, I mean, we can always point onto the shit that our parents pass on to us, but at some point, it's our responsibility to recognize it, acknowledge it, and then to make changes. So, even with that, like you can say, okay, yeah, your mom might have made you this way, but or maybe you're just clumsy. Like,
I think I'm just clumsy, bro.
yeah,
Like
like
straight up.
that's just
Like
that's
I
a
don't think
weird
my
thing.
mom has anything to do with this.
That's a weird thing to throw on your mom and be like,
I
hey,
think it's
mom, thanks for fucking me up.
yeah,
Like, you're a grown ass person. Like,
yeah.
yeah,
Like
that can fuck you up for your teenage years, maybe. And then you kind of just,
Hmm.
you live on your own and you have your own experiences. But
oh, don't get me twisted. Like she did fuck me up in my teenage years. This is the woman that sent me to fucking high school with headgear, bro. Headgear. My 10th grade year.
she was
No
looking
one's
at,
gonna say anything to you.
did you give her reason to
You'll
want
be
to protect your
fine.
head, Paul?
What? That what? I
That
didn't
was,
hear the question.
I didn't mean to be that funny. Did she have just cause?
No,
Does your
she
mother
didn't
have?
have just cause. Why the fuck are you sending your son to high school with headgear on when the shit could
Because
be worn at night?
because maybe you're problematic enough that she doesn't trust you to keep your head safe at school.
No, I'm not talking about a fucking head like gear. I'm talking about for fucking braces.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to step up. I'm gonna fight you, bro.
Yeah. Not to mention, dude, I was wearing pants that would be cool for kids today. Like like Ryan, like Jake, you're a little bit too young, but Ryan, you remember when we were fucking younger, the baggier the better, right?
Oh,
Hell
Like
yeah.
boys in high school.
I had my own pair. I had my pair of Jinkos. Absolutely.
Jacobs, exactly. Thank you. So my mother took me to fucking Ross and bought me skinny jeans. Like today, I'd be fucking super popular, but back then, you literally had to peel that shit off my fucking pant, off my legs. Not to mention, if a tear got put into it, what did she do? She put a patch on it. God bless her. I love her to death. But like, dude, you were putting me into social suicide, man.
Or she was just giving you an obstacle to overcome. Isn't that
You
how
know what?
people?
I'm glad that
Isn't
you
that what
brought that
people
up.
always say? That like God works in mysterious ways. Like in that how what it usually goes
Hmm.
to. I mean,
No,
we're
I'm
talking
glad
about
that you brought that up because I was literally talking about that with my coworker today. I've been through a lot of shit, dude. Like, just an example. I got jumped by 5 Mexicans in my high school. Got the fucking shit kicked out of me, dude. My fourth day in fucking county, got the fucking shit kicked out of me. I was in fucking in the infirmary for a week, dude. Like, I got in the fucking blood shit kicked out of me. But at the same time, I'm glad all those experiences happened to me because I wouldn't be the man I am today if those experiences didn't happen. And that's what I fear for with like kids, like our younger youth today, man. Like none of they don't know what it's like to be in a fucking scrap or a fight or what it's like to fucking stand up for yourself. Like it saddens me. It really does. And like yeah, is it fucked up the childhood that I had? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not special. Fucking we all had fucked up childhoods in some way or another. But kids today, man, they don't know what it's like to earn respect. That's the best way I can put it.
what? How do you earn? Wait, why were you in jail? Jail's not the place you should start trying to earn respect. Like you're only
No, no,
earning
no. I'm
respect in
not. I'm
prison to
not. I'm not
survive.
using jail as a reference of earning respect. The reason why I went there is for aggravated assault, because some dude was talking shit to my ex-wife, brought out a crowbar, decided to fight me. I took it from him and put him in the hospital. So I did shy of 9 months in county for that.
And where were you that this situation happened?
Jack in the Box.
At what time of night?
Yeah,
It
midnight.
the sun wasn't up for sure because that doesn't happen when the sun's up. Jack in the Box, yeah,
No, fuck,
yeah.
no, it
Again,
doesn't.
so
No,
again,
dude, like
you were
me
in
and
a
my lady, we,
situation.
we were there. I was fucking 18, she was 17, and shit popped off, man.
Oh, hey, I'm not finding an age where someone actually comes out of that by proxy. It's just saying.
Well, no, don't give Paul an excuse. I'm just saying, like,
Well, I apologize. I was letting you know what I was doing while I was
got you.
looking so perplexed.
I ain't looking for an excuse, homie. I'm just saying what it is.
Well,
I'm just saying, don't put that weight on your mom because it's.
Oh no, I hell fuck no. When Des brought that up, I was like, fuck no, it's not my mom. Hell no. That's everything that's been done in my life is all due to my choices.
Well,
No
no,
one
no, no,
else.
no, no. What does that headgear cost to fix your teeth?
Oh yeah, I was gonna bring that up earlier. Thank you for bringing that up.
So
Yeah,
you're
like, and that's my point. Like, yeah, but at the same time, dude,
no,
like,
no,
I
no,
had to
no,
spend
no, no,
five
no,
grand
no,
on my
no, no,
daughter's
no,
teeth.
no, 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 no victimhood, no victimhood. We are all awkward. We are all growing. We are all going through weird phases and stages while we grow up. We are all gonna do and go through embarrassing things, especially like once you get to a certain point as a parent, you kind of make your kids get embarrassed on purpose. So like with all the shit you probably gave your mom as a growing kid, like she not only is that expensive for her to be able to make your teeth perfect, but all of the shit you likely gave her, she said, I'm gonna put this motherfucker and make him wear it during the day. Like, that's just like those little things where you can get back at your kids for all the shit that they put you through.
This is why I fucking love you, Ryan.
I'm just saying, you
The
just have
way
to.
you put no, seriously. I'm being genuine when I say that. Like, I love you because you always put things in different perspective for me, and I appreciate that
I'm just saying,
because I
I
don't think
never
about
had that
things like that.
opportunity because when I was 8 or 9, I was told that I was gonna have to have my jaw wired shut for 6 weeks, that they were going to have to take a couple of centimeters slice out of both sides of my jaw, set my jaw back, wire it shut, let it heal for 6 weeks, and then wear braces for how many years after that because of my bite. And so I
Jesus,
was all lined up to do it, and I was like, yo, I just want to have a nice smile. Let's just do it. I'm a young kid, and I'm like, let's just do it. My mom's like, it's going to hurt, blah, blah, blah. And the doctor or the dentist is telling me everything I'm going to have to go through. I'm like, sign me up. Let's do it. And then the hospital she worked at, they switched providers, and so that my dentist or my orthodontist was no longer in network. So the cost exploded, and my parents, I didn't come from the same situation you did, so we didn't have it like that. So that was a huge. So you're talking about your daughter, $600 or whatever for your daughter, and that's the
no,
other half.
5 grand, bro.
No, no, no. I'm talking about the expense that you're talking about right now, like with your daughter. Like
Oh, all right, yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's nothing, dude. Like in order for me to, and then braces afterwards, like the cost was going to be astronomical. I have no idea what it was going to be, but I could no longer do it. And so now as an adult, I still have the same frame for my mouth, and and I'm going to have dental problems for the rest of my life because I was unable to afford the proper dental care. So you complaining about having to wear headgear that ultimately allowed you to have perfect teeth as an adult is again a very classist, a very victimhood thing to where you're complaining about the fact that your mom is able to allow you to be embarrassed at school. Sure, that is the caveat, but the ultimate goal is you're going to have beautiful teeth, and I'm sure that that smile has helped you get many things in your life, many things that will supersede all the embarrassment you felt when you were a kid. So don't play that game, because literally, bro, like
Seriously, dude,
it's such
were
a
you born out of like magic and dust? Like you're like a sorcerer, dude. Like how the fuck do you come up with this shit?
because I've lived it.
And it's like you don't even have it because you don't have to think about it. Like it just comes
Cause
right to you.
I've literally gave you the story of my actual life. That's why it doesn't sound like I'm making it up and I can do it all in real time, is because I'm literally giving you the play by play of a situation I went through in response to you complaining about your perfect teeth. That's it.
Don't mention the Grand Wizard. Don't mention the Grand Wizard.
It's too late, dude. Too late.
Oh, am I on?
So like so like so like all the experiences I can never understand fully that you've gone through your dependency and substance abuse. I've gone through other things that have trauma. Like you look at the pictures I've taken. Look at all the pictures I've ever taken. Because I have a positive attitude, you'll see my teeth, but I never wanted to show them. And everybody always says, "You have a great smile. You have a great smile." Now, I know how my teeth is. I know what the dentist says every time I sit down in that chair. I understand that I'm not on a good spot when it comes to my teeth. I have healthy teeth because I take care of them, but they're not good to look at because I didn't have the ability to afford to get them taken care of. So all I'm saying, man, is yes, be frustrated. Don't blame your mom. You don't have Munchausen syndrome. Like she was looking out for you, dude.
Oh fuck no, I don't. Not at all. I don't feel that way whatsoever. And dude, seriously, like it's not the matter of how quickly you come up with it. It's just the way your brain works, man. Like I'm envious of it. You're extremely intelligent, and I respect the hell out of you. And I listen to everything that you say, and I appreciate the perspective that you give me.
Do you?
I like. Well, no, like I like how Ryan does things. He's able to step out of what he's hearing, apply what he knows, and then
That's it. That's it. And stop and
Exactly.
pause. Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
Because I'm never trying to tell you what to do, but I'm just telling you, here's what I went through, and here's how I can relate to that experience. But yeah, there's no point in pointing fingers at somebody who's simply navigating through trauma in a different way.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's I had Scarlett outside helping me redo the fence around my citrus trees because Ginger ate one and broke the other.
Nice.
But hey, that one that she ate, it's actually making a recovery. It's starting to sprout new branches out the bottom. That's the second time a dog's ate that tree, and it's coming back. So we got to fight her.
Oh,
Yeah, the reason why I put fences around the trees the first time is because Flash ate them, and then we got another new puppy, and she was like, "I'm gonna eat these trees too." so she dug under the.
that's so bizarre. I didn't know
Not
dogs eat
really
trees.
sticks. Why do you think dogs chew on sticks?
That makes
It's I mean
sense. I
it's
never seen a dog eat on a tree
yeah.
before.
It's fiber, bro.
Oh yeah, it's fiber. And then she likes to get under. She likes to. So I've got a stronger fence and taller posts, so she can't jump over. And then I bury. Then so the fence is taller, and then it's also buried deeper too. So when she digs, there's still fence there.
How deep did you
But
go?
did about a half foot. But it's raised up too. So like the platform on the inside is so all in all it's about a foot and a half. So she'd have to
Yeah,
dig under. She'd have to dig under and then dig up. And then if I catch her in my
gotcha.
tree pin, I might shoot her. Just throwing that out there right now
Don't do that.
because I love those.
Oh, don't do that.
Listen, like I a lot of veterans they tell you to start a garden to help deal with things in your mental health. And I'm telling you, like growing my fruit trees has been so awesome. I
Really?
have I have a connection to my trees. I talk to them as I water them.
No, bro, I'm telling you, all plants or forms of energy, bro. And like
Mhm. Oh,
I bought 4 plants now for the house, and I do the same thing. I talk to them as a watering them because that's all energy coming in the house.
once Brittany's got so many damn plants in this house, and I ask her all the time, "You talking to your plants?" No, you gotta talk to your plants. But no, I was telling
Absolutely.
you,
What type of fruit trees do you have?
I have two mandarin orange trees, and then a pomegranate tree, and then
Fuck yeah.
I have planted an avocado, and it's just waiting for its year cycle of being under the ground. And then I planted like half an apple just to see what happened. So I know that those take usually a freezing cycle for them to start to sprout. So but we'll see what happens. But
Well, we're already dropping into colder weather right now, dude. I think we're gonna have a cold winter.
oh no, I hate that. I hate that so much because my no cartilage joints hurt. But no, what I was going to tell you. So actually, so Scarlett and I were outside. We were actually talking a lot about trauma because she was like 8 when the fighting between her mom and dad was like bad. So she remembers it. So we were talking about a lot of like she's very open. She's very mature. She's very intelligent. She's very aware of um, why she has certain issues, which is strange but also cool at the same time because we can have a relatable conversation. And she's 12, and like we were talking about her trust issues and why it's hard for her to open up and blah blah blah. Like I was like, well, yeah, dude, I've been out here for 3 years or something like that, and it's taken you this long to hang out with me and talk to me like that. Like and it's okay. Like you know what I mean. Like it's her first time she's admitted she's had like trust issues. Like we're homies, But it was her opening it up. It was really cool. And I told her I
That's
wouldn't blow up her.
awesome, dude.
Yeah, I told her I wouldn't blow up her business, so I'm not gonna. But it was, it was, we just had a really really good talk, and I got to tell her like, well, here's where my issues came in, and the situations I was in that caused me to have my trust issues and things, and here's why, you know, here's why I am the way I am in this scenario, and how I've worked through things, and I said, like even though you are so mature, you still haven't figured out who you are yet, and it's coming, and just I was like, just let you know, like if you need me, wake me up. You need me, come get me. Like you know what I mean? Like if I'm grumpy, it's because I'm grumpy. Don't take it personal. Just tell me you need something real quick. And that was a really cool experience, man. She's a good kid.
I'm at a loss for words, dude. Seriously, hearing you tell that story right now, that literally just warmed my heart. I'm I'm very grateful that you got to have that experience with her, dude. That's awesome.
Like she's she's gonna do
Absolutely.
something. Like I just know she's gonna do something that's worth it. Worth like it's gonna make an impact somewhere. I feel it. She's a good kid.
That's how I feel with Brianna. My son, I love him dearly. Don't get me wrong. But I think that apple did not fall far from the tree. I pray to God every day that I'm proven wrong. I really do. I have to drive him down to fucking Tucson on Saturday. He's in a basketball tournament.
Mm-hmm. I remember you telling us that he made that team.
Yep. Yeah. So I offered to take him last weekend, but he wanted his mom to take him. So I'm taking him this weekend because we got him this weekend. So I'm excited to go watch it and Same time, man, it's like I try to find that opportunity to let him know that as a parent, like, would I love for him to go to the pros like he wants him to, or like he wants to? Absolutely, without a doubt.
But
Same time, though, my father told me something a long time ago that stuck with me, and it's kind of the same situation here. He told me, "Know your place, son, because you're the only one that knows how to."
I mean, who knows?
And
You might end up being the greatest basketball star Lithuania has ever seen.
I hope so. Like the kid's got talent, don't get me wrong, but it's his work ethic behind it. It's just he's lazy. He's not willing to put in the work that's required, like his mom. Like Shannon, dude, like I was there, dude, at the end. She busted her ass fucking 6 hours a day, fucking practicing, dribbling, all that shit, dude. And Dom's just not there. Like I think he feels like it's just supposed to be handed to him almost because he is that talented little shit that can pick up anything athletic wise and just grab it right away. Like the first time he picked up a golf club, he hit that ball perfect, straight, maybe 100 yards if that. But it was the first time he ever fucking swung a golf club. Same thing with a baseball bat. He can swing both ways, left or right. He can throw both left and right. He can bowl left and right. Like he just has that talent. But I know, like, if you put forth the effort and the work, it could be there. It's just he reminds me a lot of my brother, a lot. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just my brother is the type of guy that never had to study for tests, always
Mm-hmm.
got A's on them, but never did his homework.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's that lazy smart guy, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And my son's very much like him.
I know somebody like that.
Yeah, it's frustrating because me, I am not like I'm just like my father's like that. He never had to work hard when it came to academics. Me and my mother, we have to bust our fucking ass. And same thing with my daughter. She's like, dude, this kid's 16 and she's taking on her own, not by any pressure by anybody. She chose this to take college courses. Like, god damn, dude, the work ethic in this kid is astonishing. I cannot be more proud of a father like what this girl's doing.
That's another thing that Scarlett and I have talked about is because I was a C D average student because I never did my homework, but I'd always like do decently well on the tests,
Oh
right?
yeah, that was not me.
No, so but her problem is she doesn't do decently on the tests. When this girl sloughs, she sloughs hard, and I'm like, hey man, like, we like when we sat down today and did her science homework on photosynthesis because I was like, that's my shit. Come here.
I'll tell
But
you, I'll tell you one thing that uh, I can relate to. You talking about Dom is the fact that I finished high school with a 3.3 GPA, something like that, and I didn't really try that hard. Like, I tried hard when I needed to because there was homework that I procrastinated on and had to do it. Wake up at 4 in the morning and do it before we went to school or a science project or whatever. Like, it, so that to hear you talk about him not being motivated to want to put in the work, I think I recall that being my biggest thing was I wasn't motivated was because if I'm doing this well and I'm trying this little, why should I try harder? I'm not going to get paid to work any
Bro,
harder.
I literally think that's what Dom's thinking. I would love for you to sit down and talk with him.
No, you can tell him the exact same thing. What you need,
I
what you,
didn't live it though. You have the experience. I don't.
but you're literally talking to me about it, and I'm dropping gems on you, and so I want to give you ammunition to help you with your relationship with your son. I don't want to become someone, a trusted source that he goes around you to talk to. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. Yes.
Because the last thing I want to do is for
No,
him
I
to
did.
hit me up and to be like, "Oh man, da 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 da." I was like, "Cool, what'd your dad say?" "Oh, I don't know." Huh? Like,
I
no,
got
man,
you. No,
that's
no,
your
I appreciate that.
that's
No,
your
it's just
pops. Like,
you're absolutely right, dude. Like that's exactly like when you just said that, I'm like, holy shit, dude, that's probably dumb.
so the thing
Because
is it's important to understand what he wants to do and what his challenges are that are preventing him from being able to pursue that, whatever that means. For me, it was music, and so I always wanted to do something to where I'm putting my hands to work, and it comes out as sound, whatever that means. Television, movies, albums, whatever. And so I went to my dad's counselor, who my dad and my mom moved to Central Indiana because they're best friends in high school. My godfather told them pursue nursing because there's going to be a huge market for it. He was exactly right, and so they both have been nurses for over 30 years. He sent me in to go talk to his counselor because he changed his trajectory. My dad was high school football and track star, had a stuttering issue growing up, so he never pursued academics because he always struggled because of his inabilities, and so, but he found a mentor, and it really turned him into being able to turn his physical attributes into his mental focus, and then it turned into his nursing career. And so, it made sense for me to go talk to him. I was gung ho. I was excited about it. Blah 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 blah. I go and talk to him, and he goes, "What do you want to do with your life?" And I said, "I want to produce music professionally." He's like, "Oh, you want to work in movies?" And I'm like, "Maybe a song or the sound effects for a movie, sure." It's like, "No, I want to make music." "Oh, so you want to work in TV?" And like, I dropped out of Indiana State University as a result of that lack of motivation. And I dropped out simply because I got so frustrated, and I'm paying for it out of pocket. So I'm like, I'm going to have to pay this money anyway. I might as well use this money to be able to do what I want to do for this last semester or whatever, instead of doing the smart thing and withdrawing, so that way I could stop having to make payments and it wouldn't negatively affect my score if I tried to go back to school, which I did. Took all the classes I failed out of, and again 3+ GPA in college. But I wasn't pursuing what I wanted to do long term, and I always knew that from the beginning, and so it deterred my ability to get the most out of my collegiate experience. So I don't know what Dom needs to what motivation he needs, but he needs something to focus his attention to where he's not trying to be a little bad boy or whatever like his dad, uh, to entertain himself and fill a time.
While you're out there, why don't you see if you can find one of the U of A guys to play with him one on one and just beat his ass?
Oh man.
no, no, I
Like, like,
what
like,
Ryan
like,
actually
not,
just
like,
had
like, not even,
to
not even
say.
one of the starters. Just like one of the guys from the bench just comes out and just fucking wrecks him.
Yeah, just go to MCC, get the community college guy who dropped out of his full ride because he got a DUI or whatever, but he's a monster. Have
Yeah,
that guy fuck him up.
get the Jaybird second string point guard.
They're out there.
Hell yeah!
Nah, dude. Sincerely, Ryan, thank you for saying all what you just did because you just gave me a launching point to have a conversation with him this weekend and actually have a genuine conversation with him and see what drives him. But because I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I've ever sat down with him and truly listened to what he wanted.
When have you
So
done that
you
with
just gave me that
yourself?
opportunity.
When have you done that
What?
with yourself?
One more time.
When have you done that with yourself?
What do you mean?
When have you when have you figured out what to hyper focus on to remove the distractions that curtail you into the consequences you run into?
That was a
Because
lot of big words, dude.
okay, so like Brianna, you don't have to worry about Brianna getting into much trouble because she chose academics, right?
Correct.
And you said that there's nothing there's no you're not influencing her to do that. Her mom's not influencing. Somebody is. Someone is.
I think it's just her, dude.
No, bro. That's
It's
not
just her. Well,
that's not how inspiration happens. You don't just you're not just sitting somewhere and then all of a sudden you're not sitting in a dark room somewhere and then get inspired to do something. You see something, you hear something, you do something that changes your perspective and makes you want to pursue something further, right?
Yeah, and then you're like, I could do that, and I
That's
could
like
probably do it better.
that's like
well, then
seeing
I would probably say my pops because she wants to be an engineer.
okay. Well, there you go. So, you have respect for your father as well for the same reasons, right?
I have very much respect for my father. Yes.
Right. So it's easy for you to relate to her in those terms. So now
Mm-hmm.
you in terms of physical ability, you were pretty bad. You were pretty dope surfer at one point, right?
Surfer, martial artist. Yes.
And how was your dedication at that point before your injury? Did you slack off? Did you never meet your actual
Never.
potential?
No, it was because my father. He took me to all my meets. He took me to every my classes. It wasn't an option. You worked. You earned it. I didn't have an option. It wasn't if I didn't feel good or anything like that. Like no, you're fucking going. Get it done. Get
But
the job
again,
done.
once you showed him that you were able to harness your talent and your dedication into it, he had less to worry about you because of that, right?
My teenagers, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, like our our relationship changed in my teenage years. Like when I started doing like fucking international competitions and shit like that, like, and he saw the talent, like it was different, and he
Yeah,
saw that I put forth the effort, and so he applauded me for it.
because he's impressed. He's proud,
Yes,
right? That's something that he
yes,
can be proud of. And so I feel like Dom is giving you the opportunity to do that. Basketball just isn't in your realm, so you have a tougher time accepting it.
dude, you couldn't have said that better. Yeah, it is because it's something that I don't know how to relate to that well. I've done my best at pretending and playing with him and practicing, and I do all right. I can shoot all right and everything, but I'm no talented basketball player whatsoever, and he is. And I think as I'm talking about it right now, well, I just had a revelation. I think I'm putting my expectations on him.
What? No way. Like I said to my daughters, no way, Jose.
Mhm.
Dude, whoa.
So like you were with your attitude when you came in here. Like you were hype as hell and y'all better show up at my Halloween party. I was like, excuse you? Like that was you projecting
Yeah.
the energy from your plumbing. So you're
Yep.
doing that as well with him in a context you don't understand because you can't hang with him. But I'll tell you right
Dude.
now, I grew up.
Bro, I'm gonna have such a good time with them this weekend.
I
I'm
I
so looking forward to it
I
now.
grew up in Central Indiana and am over 6 feet tall, so it's a requirement that I be able to play basketball. So I am far removed from the height of my playing days, but I'm pretty sure I could keep him in check if we ever played. He's how old? 14?
15.
I'm not gonna get beat by a 15-year-old unless he's an NBA
He
recruit
he's
right now.
he
I'll be able to hang.
dude, now I want to see this. I gotta set this up.
You're funny, dude. But yeah, no, I think you've got a lot of opportunity there. It's just making sure that, like you said, you recognize it. Like just stop projecting your expectations because your expectations are always set by your own personal limits.
No, I'm doing exactly what my father did to me. Because and it's not a bad thing now that I'm looking at it, because we're all parents on here. Like we all want our kids to be better and have better lives than us.
And
I mean,
prior,
I'll speak for myself. And so that's what my father wanted with me and doing it with my training and shit. Like, dude, my father had me throwing knives at 7. We would order knives from his father who lived out in Nogales. Like all my weapons all got ordered out in Arizona and then got shipped out to California. But my father made me a target and said, "You cannot take a step back until you've hit the same spot 5 times in a row." I started at 7. By the time I was 11 years old, I was thrown across the backyard into the same spot. I took first place in Las Vegas by hitting the size of a quarter at 100 feet when I was 15. Right, and
That's pretty
so
rad.
I'm not saying that to boast. The reason why I bring all that up is because that's the shit that my father instilled in me. That work ethic, just to fucking be better, be better, be better, and that's I'm sure what was taught to him, and that's what I was doing to my kids unknowingly, that I was putting my own shit on them, and it's incredible that I just had that revelation just now thinking about it, and I'm seriously so excited to have time with my kids this weekend now because I'm gonna have a genuine experience with them.
so now let's talk about how good he is in spite of you right now. He
Oh,
is as
he's fucking great, dude.
he's as
He
good as
is.
he is right now without you being able to have that perspective because you've never pursued it up until this conversation, correct?
Correct.
So he's not like a kid who's on Twitch playing video games, sees the kid making $12 million, and then says that no, I want to be a gamer. Like he's already in the throes of what professional people who wind up playing professional sports. He's already on that track. So like
Correct.
you cannot. So based off of your relationship, you might be fuel for him, but in a negative sense. Like my dad isn't shit, or my relationship with him isn't shit, or blah blah blah. Like instead of him using that, because you know how guys get to the league and then they win an award and they thank their mom, they don't thank their dad, right? Because their dad gave him that
Right.
negative fire. But you can give him fire, but just doing it from a positive point,
Yep.
and you can use so
Which
every.
I have not done up until this point.
But you have the opposite of that. You have everything else you've done. So when you feel that projection coming on, you can then flip that. You can choose to take that energy and put it on the opposite side of that. You'd be like, okay, here's what I would have done. Here's what I would have said. Now here's what I can do. Here's what I can say. And I guarantee you he's going to catch on to that. And I mean, you want to talk about his potential. Like, I mean, imagine what his potential could be if he's got his dad in his corner. Not
Bro,
not not
you
not
give me goosebumps,
not
man.
like my little shit son, but like my little shit son who is exactly like I was and who has to overcome some of the same uh, disadvantages I did because my dad was a hard ass. Like that is not a new story, right? So like,
No.
and the older you get, the less of an
Oh,
opportunity you have to do that. So
Dude, I got
well, I know for a fact that we all grew up the same way. We all have probably, I'm sure as fuck that we all have the same dad.
I've had a 30+ hour week job since I was 11.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know what not working
Since I
looks
was
like. Like
12. So you got a year ahead of me.
yeah. Like
not me.
I was literally
Scoop the
working
shit
at
and mow the yard.
McDonald's. I was literally working at McDonald's at
Yeah, but come
15,
on.
and my dad was like, he called me. Oh, I'm sorry, he called McDonald's and said, "Can I speak to my son?" And so I got on the phone. I'm like, "What's up, Dad?" He goes, "I have a gig I need your help on. Can you leave work?"
Shut up.
I'm 15, and I'm like, So my dad is a professional DJ, and he needs help, and he needs me like right now. Can I go? And they're like, "No." Like this is your job. Like you can't just leave work. And I said, well, this is McDonald's. and that's my dad. So I'm gonna give you the option to give me 15, 15. So you could either I can come back tomorrow or whenever, and this is an anomaly because that's what it is, or I don't work at McDonald's anymore. And they said, that's your choice. I no longer worked at McDonald's. I changed clothes. I took a shower because I smelled like French fries, and
Yep.
I went and I changed clothes, and then I went and set up, and then I performed a wedding until my dad could finish the other gig he was at to show up at that one to close it out. That was my introduction to DJing. So, yeah, man, I understand trial by fire. Like, it's in my bones.
Bro,
So,
that's a dope ass story. I've never heard that before.
yeah, that was the. I mean, I always wanted to play, and I had his old gear in my room, and I was practicing, and like I was queuing up tapes with pencils and their erasers, like to make sure that the timing matched. So when I pushed play on the opposite player, the songs lined up. Like that's how deep my beat matching goes. Like so. When I'm out and I hear somebody at a club that can't do it, dude, it drives me fucking crazy because that's the benchmark of a good DJ. So like, yeah, he threw me into the fire and he knew I could handle it. And so when I came out the other side of that, he was like, I can't ask grown adults to do what you just did. He can't do that. And so he was like, he gave me the opportunity and I knocked it out of the park and I did it for 20 years. Like, and then I just gave it up. You gonna talk about like dropping everything to pursue what you want to do. Like, I quit McDonald's to be able to DJ, and then I quit DJing to be able to grow. So, yeah, man, everything is an opportunity. It's just how you take how you react to it.
Yeah, absolutely, dude. Dude, that's fucking awesome, man. I love that story. That's
And
a
I miss
good
it.
story.
I miss DJing every day. I miss it every day.
I was just about to ask you, do you miss it?
I can't DJ your wedding, but I miss it every day.
Mhm.
Bro, you can't. You're fucking in the wedding,
Yeah,
bro.
I
You
can't. I
can't do
can't. I can't.
that. Sorry, bro. You're already obligated. You're at my side, man.
I am. Has everybody turned in their measurements? I know I haven't taken mine.
Dude, I haven't turned mine in either.
Sorry, Paul. Is there a deadline?
Dude, I don't know. So I'm fucked up too. So I'm afraid to ask now.
We can go
Shit.
show up. We can go show up in sweatpants and
I'm
sweatshirt.
telling you, I'm coming in. I'm coming in jorts and my sweet ass Hawaiian shirt I wore on the show that one time. What's up,
Bro,
Des?
did you guys? Well, the way I look at it, man, is her and Star, they meet up at least once a week, and then her and Leah meet up once a week. So I'm assuming everything is being taken care of.
Oh my
So
god.
until I'm told otherwise,
No, no,
then I'm
no.
just gonna
Mhm.
stick with that.
Just chime in, man. Say, hey, you're not gonna. Okay, let me preface this. You're not gonna want to hear her answer. It's gonna bore the shit out of you. But just
Mhm.
you saying, hey, so what's going on with this? Or if you hear her talking about something, because you know she is, you can just be like, oh, what's going on? Where you at with that right now? Is there anything you need from me? Hoping the answer is no, but just putting it out there, bro. Because if she's anything like Co was, and it's Des, so I know she is. Um, anything you can do to help put her mind at ease, that little effort goes a long way, man. Especially right now.
I
Don't wait for her to get
I
on your
will
case, because once you do, it's too late.
I will adhere to that advice, then, sir. Thank you.
So, before we go, I do need to say that I accidentally roped myself into an assistant soccer coach gig.
Yes. You're Will Ferrell right now.
No, 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 no. I'm the assistant. I'm not. I'm not running the show.
Oh,
For
are you being groomed?
whose team?
No, what's Wyatt? Wyatt's team. So
Okay.
we showed up to his first practice and then game on Saturday, and it's this cat and his wife, and he's trying to organize the kids and get them lined up to pass back and forth and practice kicking goals and you know build a we're here to play soccer environment. And his wife was not helping. so so I see this and I was like, he's having a hard time wrangling these 7, 8 year olds. All right. So I just walked out on the field and started like directing traffic to get him in there. And like, no, hey, here's your line, spread out. Here's where we're kicking it. Run here.
Nice.
And then he was like, hey man, if you could make sure you're back every Saturday, I'd really appreciate it. And I
That's
was
awesome.
like, I guess I'm back every Saturday.
How did Wyatt
Hell
feel
yeah, dude.
about you being out there?
So Wyatt has terrible anxiety. His mind automatically and has always gone right to
The worst
the
possible.
worst.
Yeah.
It's every time. And it drives me nuts. Like, kid, you're missing out on so much fun and like life experience that you'll never get to have because you're scared of kicking a ball. Like, he about had he had a couple breakdowns where he was like crying in front of like the team.
I'm sure that
And
that felt great to you.
well, it didn't. It didn't. And I don't react well to that stuff, but I really have to find
I don't either.
I really have to find a way to be like I understand what's going on, but like in the moment I am just like, what are you doing? Why are you why? And it's but I mean, he got through it and then he was like, I'm actually having fun. I was like, yeah, dude. Like,
Nice.
it's gonna be okay.
Like you could have a lot more fun if you just allowed yourself to.
Yeah, and then he on Saturday. So we have the pools out here that we have the keys to get into. That you can just go to if you're a resident.
Right.
And he's been in swim
Right
class.
over there by the golf course, right?
Yeah. Well, no, but we go to the one that's actually in the neighborhood because it's closer. But
Oh, okay.
oh yeah, but he and he's been in swim class because he doesn't know how to swim yet because he's scared of going under and not being able to come back up. And well, you remember when we went over to Ryan's and then he about had a stroke when the floaty wasn't near him.
Yeah.
And I just
Yep.
sat him down and I was like, I'm getting away from you. I can't, no more today. And he's been in swim class, like learning how to swim and stuff. And he's like, well, I don't want to go because I don't know how deep the pool is. And what if I go under? And I said, what are you in swim class for? All of this stuff that you're learning applies to a different pool. It's gonna be okay. But no, he had to have a full on breakdown before he went. Like I didn't go with. So it was Britt, Mila, and the girl stayed with me. The little girl stayed with me, and I know Brittany handles that a lot better than I did or would have, because she was saying that she made him jump in a couple times and go under.
I think
Brian, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Yeah.
Paul disappeared.
Okay. Paul,
here. I'm
Paul
listening to
Madrid. But she was saying, like, yeah, he was having just the most terrible time even doing that with me right there in the water. And, like, I don't understand that deep ingrained fear. I don't know how to relate to it.
Yeah, I don't know.
So a lot of, because I've always been a wild and crazy person. Usually when I was growing up, someone was like, "Don't do that," and I'm like, "I'm definitely doing that."
Sure.
Because like I don't believe you. I don't think it's as bad as what you're saying it is. that I was always that kid.
Yeah.
And then, in the Marines, you're always taught run towards the sound of the gunfire. That's where you're going.
Yeah.
That's where the fight is, and that's where you need to be. So that mindset as a kid, that was always like, I'm going to do it anyway. And then with that trained into me on top of it, I really have a hard time relating to the kid, other than like we'll watch anime.
Right.
Like so that's my big struggle in the house. Because like he's scared of being dirty.
He's scared of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what if I get dirty? It's like, you take a shower, man. Oh, I don't know. And then like I'll give him a little bit of leeway. Some bugs are scary, but most you just, and it's over, right?
Yeah.
And he's petrified of bugs. Like he's getting better about it, but like I don't know how to. I'm really struggling to find my mental peace with who he is as a human.
Yeah.
Like Brittany had to tell me to get off his ass the other day because I was just like, help me understand. Because I'll talk to him. I was like, I need to understand why this is such a big deal to you.
Yeah.
And it's always, I don't know. And I said, no. You know. Well, I'm scared. Why are you scared?
Yeah.
I don't know. No.
Yeah.
There has to be
able to. You have to be able to articulate what you're scared of.
Yeah, and that's where I find my biggest struggle. It's like when we were talking about the pool thing. He's like, what if I go under? I was like, you come back up.
Yep.
How? You put your feet on the bottom and you jump.
Is he a hands-on learner?
Not really. The kid is incredibly intelligent. Like all of these kids, all of like the step kids, they're some of the most intelligent children I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I just can't comprehend how someone so intelligent is so afraid of most things. Because, at some point, every incredibly intelligent person who's pursuing education has to take on a task of something that they absolutely don't know to figure it out,
Yeah.
Which, like a doctor's dissertation, most of the time that's like, I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Sure.
And if I fail, I'm not a doctor and can't do this again. Like it's a.
But you're also an extrovert, and he's an introvert. So
I'm more of a extroverted introvert. I've discovered.
Okay.
It's like I am over the top in social situations, but if I'm out in public, I'm very, like when I'm around people I don't know, I don't want to know you. Yeah, I don't want to know you. I don't want to make.
No, sure.
Yeah. So.
There he is.
But yeah, so I mean, I wouldn't even say he's introverted because he's got friends. He makes friends at school all the time. He tells us all about his friends. But then when, you take him to a spot where there's like new kids to meet, it's a meltdown.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Is he on the spectrum at all?
No.
No?
I don't think that's ever been something tested, but I don't think so.
I mean,
Just based,
you have your brothers, so
yeah, just based on living with my brother, I don't think so.
not at all. Okay.
Because it's not a, because it seems selective.
Uh yep.
It's not a,
He just know
it's a,
so he like flailing cries.
no. He'll just stand there and just break down.
Okay.
And then, because I mean, if he's throwing tantrums, then maybe there'd be something to what you just said.
Sure.
But it's not like it's not like a full blown reaction that someone typically on the spectrum would have in
Right.
an uncomfortable situation. So,
No, Anna, she flips out like every time that she hears a no, dude. Like it's just a trigger. Because
mhm.
it like she's got PTSD somehow to the word no, and like that shit drives me bonkers. And I mean that's a point of contention to where Brittany has told you like she's had to hem you up or tell you to step back. Like Colleen has had to do that too, and I'm just like, yo, I don't. I used to get my ass whipped on the regular. Like I don't understand what this disrespect stuff is like, and like just blatant. I don't know what Paul's doing.
Yeah,
No, sorry guys, my fucking phone died,
There you go.
and I had to go find a charger, and then took a moment for it to turn back on.
rookie maneuvers.
Uh,
Doing the show for
fuck.
2 years.
I didn't know my phone was fully charged the whole day, so wasn't expecting it to die like that.
Like you had it on a charger the whole day, or you started the day off at 100%.
No, no, I had it on a charger the whole day because
Okay.
damn near practically spent most of my day in a truck today.
How old is your phone?
Oh, dude, it's super old, and
There you
it's
go.
been fucking up like that. I even got a text a couple days ago from Verizon saying, "Hey, you're eligible for $800 off the new phone that's coming out, turning your old phone." And my phone, dude, like 2 days, no, yesterday, it just stopped working. And I'm like, yo, I kind of need my phone. Like that, unfortunately, it's an important necessity in my life.
Why aren't you
So
updating it?
I do. I update every
No,
time I
no, no,
ask me
no.
to
Why
update.
haven't you gotten a new device, sir?
Oh, because I'm waiting. The Donovan and I went out to dinner on Monday, and he told me that the new one is coming out, I think this week. I just haven't done the research because I've been too busy working. But it's the third because I have the 10. I think it's like the 13 that's coming out. I
Mhm.
don't know.
Well, Ryan, didn't you have the five for the 5S up until it finally shat like
I
a year
had,
and a half?
I had, uh, I had the 5, and then I got the 6S Max
Hmm.
or Pro, whatever that is. Um, and again, whenever the 6S came out, up until the last round of phones, I was able to turn it in and get like trade it in, get like $200 for it. It was old, but it was still capable. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, so I went from the 6S to the 11 Pro. So I had a good at least 5 years in between where I was having the battery dropout issues at 33%. Every time I saw 33% on my phone, I got worried because if I did anything labor intensive, it died on me. And that was, one of those things that when you do the updates, like on older devices, Apple is notorious for it just crapping out on you. And so, yeah, I had to get a new phone, and I usually waited at least 2 years in between getting a new device, just because the leaps aren't really significant every year, but every so often you'll get one that's a big update. I think the 13 is. So I'm looking at getting the 13 for Colleen because she has the 7 currently. So
Damn.
yes, so she has a late model Apple Watch, but Apple 7. So yeah, she's due.
Yeah, me and Des are talking about it. She's like, let's just wait until next weekend, and then we'll go take a look at it because her phone's been doing the exact same thing. So we're probably just gonna both upgrade. She's got the newer watch. I got mine 2 years ago, so whatever version that was.
And Jakey, you're still all Android.
I am. Yeah, dude. I've had Android since like the OG Galaxy came out, and yeah, if anything, I'll next time the new Pixel comes around, I'll probably get that one.
Dude, that's what my coworker Cody has. He has the
Mhm.
latest pencil, dude. That thing's badass, man. He'll pull that pen out, dude, and he'll make his notes and shit. And I'm like, fuck. And it's got a badass camera on it too.
Hmm. Yeah, I love this thing. It's done. It's probably the best piece of technology I've ever carried in my pocket.
That's how I feel about this phone. This phone's never done me wrong. I mean, fuck, dude. You guys can't see it, but the back of this phone is completely shattered. When Des found out I was talking to somebody else, and she took my phone and threw it at the wall. And it still works.
I don't know how to follow that up.
Well, I mean, we've been rocking and rolling for how long?
What
Uh,
time
It's
is
de-
it?
it's, it's
we're
definitely
s-
nine time.
we're sitting at an
Oh,
hour and
fuck.
57 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
I
is
gotta go to bed, dude. I didn't know what time it was.
it's
I
it's
gotta be
de-
up at
it's
5.
it's definitely nine time. Yeah, I'm getting up at five
Yeah.
too. So you're not special, you fucking turd.
Yeah, what are you doing at 5?
Baby stuff.
Yeah.
Being
Want
a
to trade?
badass. Being a sure.
I would love to, dude. Let's trade. I'll be the dad. You can go do some labor work.
Oh no.
Don't twist my arm. No.
No, getting out of the estrogen house. Ah.
Bro, hey, real quick before we get off. So on Monday, I went and hung out with Donovan, and I went
Hmm.
straight from work. So I took a shower at his place, and he's got a scale in his bathroom. I went on it. I can't remember the last time I weighed this much and was fucking sober. I'm 173 pounds. Like it's ridiculous. I'm not even working out, and I'm just getting fucking definition like crazy. You should see my back.
They call that
Digging,
something
bro.
special on
We're on a camera. You just turn around.
functional. That's my so all the workouts I do on
Oh,
my watch now. Uh, it says functional strength training.
ah,
This guy.
fuck off, dude. It's just charging that's plugged into the fucking phone. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it. Hold on. There you go.
What is he doing right now? I don't understand.
I'm
What's going
trying to
on.
show my back. Can you see it?
Yeah, Paul.
Ah, 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 ah.
Oh man,
I think that's the perfect way to end
that's
this.
the way to end this. Absolutely.
Thank you for listening to the Sober Soul podcast. Once again, my name is Jake Howard.
My name is Paul Rowe.
Bye.
Bye. Mwah.
Hey, it's Warhorse. Do you want your workouts to look like this? Or do you want your workouts to slay? When Warhorse picks his pre-workout, he wants it to slay. If you want second place, go with somebody else. If you want to be a champion, go with Royalty Nutrition.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
There
No.
we go.
Text me in the morning, And
Yeah.